Hi, Discovery students. We're going to continue with idioms today. Listen and follow along. I do. Idiom, a group of words that don't mean what they seem to say. Here's your clue. Listen and make a mind movie as I read. I felt on top of the world when I got a copying from Mrs. Daniels for being respectful. On top of the world is our idiom, like the picture. But you can't really feel on top of the world. Look for clues before or after the idiom to figure out what it really means. So I'm going to read after. A copying from Mrs. Daniels for being respectful. And I know using my clues, copying Mrs. Daniels, respectful. Those clues tell me that I probably felt very excited because I know when I get a copying, that means a teacher noticed something special about me. And I feel excited. So I'm going to write excited next to it. And I'm going to read it again with excited to make sure it fits. I felt excited when I got a copying from Mrs. Daniels for being respectful. It fits. Great job. Let's move on. We do. Once again, make your mind movie as I read. Nick began to feel blue and started to cry. Do you see an idiom? Good job. Feel blue. Let's read after feel blue to see if we can find clues to figure out what it means. You're right. Started to cry. When you cry, how do you feel? You're right. You feel sad. Let's read it again with sad. Nick began to feel sad and started to cry. Does it fit? You got it. The idiom fits. Let's read the next couple sentences. Jen got cold feet and wouldn't ride the roller coaster. Do you see the idiom? Cold feet. Good job. Let's read after to find clues. It says here she wouldn't ride the roller coaster. And I know when you don't ride something, you probably feel uncomfortable, right? Or scared. So I'm going to write uncomfortable. I'm going to read it again with uncomfortable now. Jen got uncomfortable and wouldn't ride the roller coaster. Does the idiom fit? It does. Smiley face. Next one. Dad told us to sit tight and come into the store with him. You got it. Sit tight is the idiom. What does that mean? You're right. When you're tight, that means you can't move. So Dad told us to not move. But then he said, come into the store with him. Does the idiom fit? No, because how could Dad tell us not to move, sit tight, but then he wants us to come into the store? That doesn't make sense. Last one. Ron loved the joke so much he cracked up. Good job, cracked up. Let's figure out what that means. Well, it says before Ron loved the joke, and a joke is meant to make you laugh. So Ron loved the joke so much you're right, he probably laughed. Does the idiom fit? It does. Smiley face. Great job, friends. So, what you're doing today and tomorrow is you're reading passages, and then you're going to answer questions based on the idioms in the passage. Listen and follow along. Rita was all ears when Lee told her the secret. Lee knew that Rita would not spill the beans. Rita has always been a true friend and has a heart of gold. A. Rita was all ears. Find that and underline it. Good. B. What does this mean? Let's read after the idiom. Rita was all ears when Lee told her the secret. I know when someone tells me a secret, that means only between me and that person. It's private. And when you're listening with your ears, when you use your ears, you're really listening. So Rita was all ears. That means Rita was listening closely. Let's try it again with listening closely. Rita was listening closely when Lee told her the secret. Does that make sense? Yes. Great job, friends. So that's what you're doing. You're going to do A, B, and C, and then you're going to continue with the second part, the second passage. Do your best, friends. Bye.